All right. Welcome to another episode of the Pursuit Pod 6.4 edition. Today's guest, we're really happy to have Rafid here. Rafid, how you doing?
Hey Corey, I'm doing great. Everything's good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How's life, quarantine life?
I feel like at this point I'm just trying to make the best out of it. We've all realized that this isn't something that's gonna go away anytime soon. But at the end of the day, we have to just still keep our mental self going. And we have to just kind of try to at least live the same life we were living before all this happened and incorporate that into this lockdown.
So what do you like? How do you try to live the same life? 'Cause it feels like life's so different.
Well, I mean, okay, so besides the fact that I'm not going to work right now, I'm with your class, rewatching some old lectures. I still get a workout at my house. I bought some resistance bands. I'll go outside to jog at night. I'll be careful. I have my gloves on. I'll have the mask on. I'll keep my distance.
You jog in
Um,
the mask?
well, I keep the mask like near my beard, and then like when I finish, I'll put it back on. But like I've tried to jog with the mask on at first, and it doesn't work. It's really hard to do it. So I'll just hold it just like when I walk home, I'll have the mask on and stuff, but otherwise I just do a normal jog.
I'm confused. You jog somewhere and then you end up walking back. Why not just turn around and jog back?
So where I usually like to jog, it's like I like so I live by LaGuardia Airport. So I like jogging towards the airport, like where the planes, like the little grass area. So that's like about a mile and a half, which is kind of like how much I can run before I get really tired. So I'm still getting back into running. So after I'm done, then I'm tired and I'll walk back home. And then it's that walk where I'll put the mask back on.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, but besides that, I just um, I'm keeping up with the news. I watch Netflix, play some video games.
What are you
Some,
watching? What are you watching on Netflix?
so if I'm just you know doing work and watching, I'll have like The Office in the background. Otherwise, I prefer. I've been watching a couple new shows. There was a movie actually on Netflix called Code 8. It's like one of the top 10 on Netflix right now. I just watched that. Not terrible, not the best. It's not bad.
Do you
But
put it in the top 10 though?
I would have put it in the top 10. No, no. But
From shade on Tony.
if you're into like anarchy government type movies, like it's kind of like that. So it wasn't
Okay.
not bad.
What,
Um,
what about your video game system? What's that?
I have a PS4.
Oh,
I just play Fortnite.
I didn't. I thought they were still in PS3.
No, no, they're in the PS4 now. The PS5 is actually coming out in
What?
October, I believe, or November.
So is it a? Is it look real?
Yeah, Corey, the PS4 came out like 5 years ago.
What?
More than 5 years ago, actually.
For real?
Yeah, let me check. Hold on. Wait, do you have any game systems?
Uh, well, in New York, I just have a Switch.
You have the Switch. Yeah, the PS4 came out in 2013, actually, so 7 years ago.
What have they been doing for the last 7 years?
They've been working on the PS5. I don't know. Oh, you have the Switch. So what game?
Oh, I've been playing a lot of Donkey Kong Tropic Freeze or Tropical Freeze.
Do you have Mario Kart?
Yes,
You do.
I do. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
play
should
that.
have me on the Switch, and I'll play with Mario Kart anytime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have the online. I don't play online, but maybe I can start.
Yeah, because my brother has the Switch, and so we have Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, well, we'll
Sounds
make that.
fun. So how is it not working? How do you like that?
Say that one more time. Sorry, I
How do
lost.
you like not working right now?
How do I like not working? It's a little. It is relaxing just because I get to focus more time just on your class at this point.
You
Um,
miss the job
but
though at all, or no?
I don't know. I don't miss the job. There's not a part of me that's like, oh, I can't wait to go back to work. Um, like the main reason why I'm working is just so I can pay the bills. So knowing that I'm still getting money to pay the bills. That's all that matters.
Oh, so they're
You know
still
what I have?
paying.
Yeah, of course, they're still paying me. I'm not just sitting here and not doing anything. Um, they extended my leave because at first it was just 2 weeks, and that was 3 weeks ago. And then my HR called us saying that because it's a little bit more serious, they're just telling me to stay home until they'll let me know when I can come back to work. They haven't even given me like a definite date at this point.
Whoa, how long do you think it will be?
So HR called me from North Carolina, and he said in North Carolina, their deadline or their definition of like staying until indefinitely was like the end of the month. I know our governor just extended our lockdown till May 15th, so I'm assuming May 15th is when I'll be able to go back to work.
Do you think that everything's going to open back up around then, or do you think they'll extend it more?
I think everything's gonna open up, but they're still gonna maintain cautious, and there's still gonna be like regulations.
Hmm.
Um, you know, we can't expect this virus to just completely go away. At the end of the day, it is a virus, so it has the same components as any other virus does. It can build immunity, it gets stronger, and come back. Um, a lot of people are predicting that it can come back again later. So, we don't want to get too excited and just start being crazy all of a sudden. We still have to maintain that precaution. We can't act like the last 2 months just didn't happen.
Yeah, right. Have you been tested for the virus?
No, not me. My parents have. Both of them 2 weeks ago were positive. I'm
Both of them were positive.
mhm. And I'm pretty sure at
Wow.
this point but asymptomatic symptoms. No, she was asymptomatic, so she didn't have any, like, she wasn't showing any symptoms. She got it probably exposed from the patients that she works with because she works as a medical assistant.
So
Uh,
are they testing all medical assistants regardless of symptoms?
I'm not sure. I just know my mom's office, they were, just because they had patients coming in and out so abruptly. So everyone in her office got tested. The doctors, the nurses, all of them got tested.
And so she has it.
Yeah.
But
But she's been isolated for more than 2 weeks, so she's good now because she's actually at work. So she's able to go back to work. She's able to be,
wow.
start cooking again and stuff. So
How old is she?
she's going to be 47.
She had no symptoms.
No.
Oh,
Like she had just like a little cough a little bit, but like nothing crazy. Like I made her some like hot tea. I bought some like there was like some remedies that I was told like you can get like some boiling water, put a little bit of whiskey because it's alcohol, so it can like clear out your throat.
huh.
Lemon, and um, I had my mom drink it a little bit, and she said it helped her definitely, but nothing, and she just took whatever medicine like the doctors gave her. With her, there was no situation where it was like an emergency situation where she had to go and go to the hospital and all that stuff.
Oh, thank God. What about your father?
With my dad, he did get a little sick, to the point where it was actually got a little scary at one point because he really wanted us to take him to the hospital, but the hospitals, it's a dangerous place to be right now. You walk into the hospital, especially the one near our house, which is Elmer's Hospital, which is the most contagious one right now. You have a huge chance of just catching it just by walking into a hospital. Um, it could be a situation where my dad goes in, he's waiting there for 3 4 hours. They do a test, they said you're good, and go back home, take medicines. So there's no point in going to the hospital because they're just going to send you back home, and you've just gotten exposed. So we let him rest. Um, one of the nurses that works with my mom came to our house and did some additional tests and told my dad to go to a private clinic that we live nearby to get an x-ray. And it turns out that the corona affected his lungs and he developed pneumonia from it.
He developed pneumonia?
Yeah, so that got us really scared. So we were really shook because we have this, like, my mom has like a device in her office where it's like a little clip, you can put it on your finger and it'll trace your blood pressure as well as your oxygen level.
Oh, interesting.
So if your good oxygen is like anywhere from like 97 to 100, 96 to 100. Anything below 90, you need to go to the hospital. That means your body isn't taking enough oxygen. My dad's oxygen was like at 91, 90.
Oh, that's pretty scary.
So it was scary. And, it was to the point where because my mom can't take him to the hospital because she has the virus, so she can't go outside. My little brother, also got a little sick, so I didn't mind. I was like, you know what? I'll be prepared. I'm ready to take him to the hospital. Thank God, what happened was we did some breathing exercises with my dad. We gave him some medicine and let him rest overnight. Thank God, the next day his oxygen went back up to like 96,
Wow.
and it's been at that. So right now we're just praying that that stays consistent.
So he's still really in it.
But he's good now. Like he can walk around the house. He's cooking again and stuff. But we're just like we're keeping an eye, because the thing is he's also diabetic, so he's really at risk for him.
Oh,
And he's gonna be 59
that's gonna
this
be 59.
yeah in May.
And you said your mom was 47.
Yes.
Oh, so he's 12 years older.
Yeah, yeah. And back then in our culture, it was like the age range 10,
Oh,
12 years apart.
really?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'll be. How old do I look, Corey?
40.
No,
I'm
how
just
old do I
kidding.
really look?
25.
Yeah, I'll be 25 in July.
Oh, okay, nice. So, are you looking at 13-year-olds?
No. No, 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 no. I have a
Yeah.
girlfriend. She's a year younger than me.
Oh, you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, yeah.
How long have you guys been together?
What's today? Today's the 18th. It will be 10 months on Wednesday.
Whoa, that's pretty long.
Yeah. I remember we started dating right a couple months right before the program started. And she's been very patient because she lives in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So, we've been pretty patient with it, like knowing that I have class and then I have work. She has work, and now she's taking classes too because she wants to go get her master's. So it's been a little like long distance, not really long distance because it's not too far, but we've been managing it. We've been patient with it. I feel like when you're dating someone at this age, it's a new type of maturity that's developed on both sides of the relationship, where they're understanding that, okay, I can't be with you 24/7.
You'd hope so, right?
Right, exactly. It's not like a college girlfriend you're having or a high school. Like this is like the real world. You real, so they know what that means. Like you're working, you're in school, you're trying to make a better future, and I'm gonna support you because when you do succeed, and the fact that I've been with you, I'm still gonna be with you. I'm gonna be there in your highest points and your lowest points, and that's what I appreciate.
Oh man, you
Could
guys
have
are
been a
really
situation
serious.
where
That's good.
yeah, I feel like a lot of situations, people could have been tired and frustrated and just left, said, "Hey, I can't do this," but I'm glad it's been like that. So fingers crossed for on.
How'd you meet?
We met on a so what we tell our parents and everything, like our family, we tell them that we met through a networking event, but in reality we met through a dating app.
Which one?
Hinge.
Oh, Hinge.
Yeah.
Okay. So Hinge is what? What's that? She's a friend of yours on Facebook. Is that how that
No, no,
works?
no, no. Hinge, it's you make an account, you set a radius, and it kind of like Tinder, I guess, but Hinge kind of the algorithm sets you out to find someone that you're really compatible with in terms of like a long-term relationship, rather than Tinder, which kind of focused on short relationships.
Yeah.
So yeah, so when you when I moved back from Buffalo, I was using all these different apps because I was just trying to, because New York City is like the best place for dating, best place to take someone out on a date, on a movie. Broadway is right there. You have all the opportunities.
Oh, that's a fancy date. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm that person that I'll go a little above and even for the first date. So I know Tinder isn't something where you're gonna take someone on a crazy date, because it's not. It's Tinder. But you go, then you find out the other ones. Like one of them was Hinge, which is specifically like the app. The logo or the mission statement for the app is, it's the app that you're gonna delete after you use it,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
because they expect you to find someone, and because and it's true. Like after we met, like we went on one date, and then after the first date, I asked her, and then we've been going out. I deleted the app because I was like, I don't need this anymore.
Wow.
So it works. It works. They
How
really.
long how long do you wait to tell someone that you love them?
So I am a very romantic person, and
The first date.
no, not the first date. No, that's not How I Met Your Mother for episode one, but more like, when did I ask her? I think I asked her month three.
You asked her, like, what you said,
No, sorry,
like, do
not.
you love me?
I,
Oh, you clicked on mute real quick. What'd you say?
I told her on the third month.
Oh, okay. You told her
Yeah,
month three. Oh, that's pretty good. That's so. Um, does she follow the same culture as you?
yeah. She's Bengali, Muslim, so
Oh, no kidding.
it's even better for us at that point.
Oh, that's great.
She's actually the first girl that I dated from my culture.
Really?
Yes,
And is this your most successful relationship to date?
to date, yeah, it's the longest, most successful, everything.
Really?
Hmm.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you think she'll be the one, or or we not know yet?
I think so. I think, but there's still a lot of hurdles, like me finishing the course, finding a job, her finishing, hopefully at least getting into her master's program. Um, and so it's just a matter of how long will all that take. The way
Right.
our culture works sometimes is like with, um, like I know her family tends to be a little backdated in time, so they want to, a lot of them, what they try to do is get their daughters married as early as possible.
Oh,
So, if 3, 4 years go by, she'll be 28, 29. It's not going to look good on their end. Like, okay, why is your daughter this age and still not, married? Like, what's going on? It's obviously now the logic of it may be just we're both not ready. We're just
yeah.
saving because, a wedding is expensive. The ring is going to be expensive. Everything's expensive. So,
Yeah.
finance comes into play. I don't want to be a person that takes out a loan for this stuff. I don't want to be a person that gets into debt for this stuff. So
No.
it's what I can afford. And the way I'm playing this out, finish the course, get the job, save a little bit, then start.
That makes sense.
For me,
What does she do?
so she's a scientist.
Oh, okay.
She works in a lab in Jersey. I think they focus on like stem cell research.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's it's
What part
pretty
of New
cool.
Jersey is she in?
She's from Patterson.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So
So
you set your radius all the way into New Jersey on Hinge?
uh, I think I set like a 50-mile radius, to be honest with you. I
That's
just
a
I was just
lot.
like, whatever, let me just do it. 'Cause I created this when I was back in Buffalo, so I hadn't even like used it in a while. And then one day I just got like a message that, oh, you have a match, and I was like, I haven't used this app in so long.
Hmm.
I logged in, I saw her, I was like, oh, okay, she looks cute. She has a lot of interests that I can relate to. So let me add her, talk for a little bit, and finally agreed to go on a date. And it was,
Ooh, okay. Here we go.
where did
That
you meet your wife?
I met my wife staring at her in a bar at Union Pool in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Okay. So
Uh,
you still go to bars?
uh, just to try to meet someone.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't drink.
Yeah, yeah.
I would just go and I'd write in my diary, and I saw her and I kept looking at her and stuff. So
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
I live near there, so it's convenient.
Right. No, that's
So
awesome.
tell me, how long have you worked at the bank?
This is my third year working at the bank. My first year was in Buffalo right after I graduated, where I worked for the credit card department. Um, and then I moved over into the branch that I work in right now in Third Avenue, Manhattan, as just a regular customer service rep. And then eventually I moved up to a relationship banker, which I do right now at the bank.
I see. And so you went to school in Buffalo,
Yeah,
or
I went to school
no?
in Buffalo.
What'd you major in?
My major was economics.
Oh, okay, cool.
I know that's what you
So
also started right at
how
Rafid.
did yeah, that's when I started looking into originally, but I took off.
Mhm.
School, school system wasn't quite for me.
I-
What brings you into the world of like develop learning software and development? What?
So I remember right around the time when I was graduating college, I really got into there's so many sections of economics. It was like labor economics, um, urban economics, and one of them was information and technology and economics. And I got really into that because the whole idea is technology and the fast growing technology. How is that going to affect our labor force? Are we going to lose jobs or are we going to gain jobs? A lot of people in my class for their dissertation kind of wrote, "Oh, this innovation technology, people are going to lose jobs. There goes the working class." And I argued against it. I said, "No, I don't. I
Hmm.
don't believe so." I was like, "Yes, I understand that. You take away a movie theater, you take away all the cashiers, and you replace it with machines. But it's going to open up a new labor section, right? Now you have to have people that can maintain those machines. You have to have people addressing the situation with them. So you're going to open up a complete different workforce, a complete different labor area for people to work. Now you're giving them an education and you're letting them work. And instead of just doing a simple job like selling a ticket, now they can learn how to work on something. So that rise in technology,
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
right? So from there, then what happened was I eventually started working at the bank. And again, the bank, we're trying to innovate technology, going into leaving the tellers and going online banking, using online support, using the ATMs. And I see a lot of people, especially like the old timers, they're not comfortable with that adjustment. They prefer to still write checks to make a withdrawal. They still prefer to do this. And and in my head, I was like, how do we address this? And it's not because of the fact that tech is hard. It's because people don't know how to explain the concept of tech to other people. When I started working at the bank, I've convinced so many elderlies to switch to online banking because I showed them the convenience of it. But the main thing what happened was a year into me working, Capital One had that data breach. And that's when I realized, okay, security is the biggest problem in tech because security redefines how a company works. Especially with media nowadays that can make or break the trust of a company, it's that data. My really got into at first the whole security, IT security. That's what I was interested in because I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to just work on banking anymore. I want to work on how to fix the issue of people being able to bank.
I see. So is your dream job something with like or like I guess we can get into dream jobs, but are you interested, are you trying to get into like the cybersecurity or fintech field or what where would you like to go?
Cybersecurity is something I would really like to get into, and like that's like the end goal, right? First, I just want to get into the tech world and just see tech, and that's where Pursuit came in because I wanted to do a tech program where I don't have to pay upfront, which were Pursuit. So that's where now I got into the whole web development because that's also interesting, and I really like that. But yeah, cybersecurity is something that I would love to go into as like a career further down into the tech in my tech journey.
That makes sense. Do you have a dream company?
With like the banking world, yeah, my dream company will be Goldman Sachs. Be a software developer for Goldman Sachs,
Yeah, that's
um,
your dream.
or be an IT consultant for Deloitte because I can, if I have the IT knowledge and consulting, I'm really good with people. I can go with interaction. I have that skill. I can go around with different companies, help work on whatever projects they have, and bring that communication, be that bridge between the developer and the business platform.
I
Um,
see.
and dream job when it comes to like a social media or like a networking aspect. Personally, I would love to work for Pinterest.
Yeah,
Um,
Pinterest is cool.
in terms of what I want to do, and then if I want to stick with the IT completely, I would love to do Google
Okay. Yeah.
platform for that. Which actually, right now, because Caroline is helping me and some other people into the Google IT apprenticeship. That's something that I'm focusing on like right now. I'm actually hopefully by today or tomorrow I'll be submitting that application.
Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Did you look at other like coding schools slash boot camps, or how did you find Pursuit?
Yeah, so the whole coding itself kind of started with one of my friends who was in my fraternity. He's like a couple years older than me, and he found this one boot camp in Jamaica, Queens, and they taught you QA testing. And
Okay.
that was like a 3 month course. So you had to pay like 4,000 up front, and
Oh,
you just learn a specific thing, QA testing. And this is like 4 years ago when the whole, I feel like the boot camp industry was just developing. So some people thought, no, this is a scam, don't do it. Some people said, no, let's try it out. He tried it out and he got his first job and he was making like 80K off the back. And then from there,
nice.
I saw a couple of my other friends started getting into these boot camps. One of my really close friends that I worked with and went to school with, he finished a boot camp through the Flatiron program. The American Express has a program through Flatiron.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And they teach you literally exactly kind of like what we're learning right now, but it's more faced towards React. And his program, it's like you do, it's a three, you have to get into the program. It's free. You have to get in though. It's 3 months. And then you're guaranteed an interview with American Express.
Cool. That's
Yeah,
pretty
you're
cool
not
too.
guaranteed a job, but you're guaranteed an interview with them. So that was he got it. So from there, I was like, all right, listen, like it seems like this is a new up and coming thing. Again, I'm into economics. I'm into looking at the trends. So for me, that was it. It's I want to um do what's happening in the future, and I know that tech is something where that increase in job force will go up by a couple percent within the next few years. So I want to be in that market, ready to go, and I feel like that's where Pursuit came in. And the funny thing is, I actually originally applied for the June cohort for Pursuit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went to the interview for the June program. I went to the JavaScript workshop for the June program. But I think I didn't do so well on that test that they gave us. But I didn't do so terrible that they kicked me out. But they put me in the position where, okay, it's time for you to. We're gonna put you on the waiting list for September.
I see. They give you a little bit more time to study the material on your own.
Well, not really studying material because I didn't really know what to study, but it just gave me a little bit more time to enjoy the summer, I guess. Like I got to
Oh,
enjoy
that's nice. That
before.
that's a win. Hey,
Yeah,
if you had started in June, you'd be like nearly done with the program though.
I
And
wouldn't
then
have met my girl though. That's how I look at it.
you would have what?
I wouldn't have met my girl
Oh,
because I met
yeah.
her in June.
Oh, yeah, right. So that was a really good pursuit.
Yeah, I feel like the stars
Pretty
aligned
much
for that perfect
responsible for your
reason.
relationship.
Yeah, everything just aligned perfectly where I got to enjoy the summer, meet someone, get to know them for the summer, and then start the program. Meet them long enough where they knew me enough to know that okay, I can be patient with that person for a year.
Yeah, right. That's a long time to be patient with somebody.
Because like if I had just met you, like girl, and I told her right off the back, like, hey, listen, by the way, like I know we just started dating, but I'm gonna be gone for a year. Okay, wait, what? But if I give them a couple months to know me first and then do it, okay, fine.
Yep.
That's kind of how it works.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's great.
Yeah,
So did you choose that ring on your phone or what is that?
it's a default setting. Do you mind if I grab it real quick? It's my mom.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, I'll be right back. Give me one.
Yeah, so things are good. I'm just gonna go ahead and pause the recording.
I'll be right back. Give me just 2 minutes.
No problem.
Sure.
Hey, yeah. What did your mom say?
No, she wanted me to open the door for her because she just got out of work.
Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
What kind of phone do you have? Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, it's okay. Everything's fine.
I have a iPhone 11. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
nice.
not iPhone 11. iPhone 10x, the iPhone 10.
And that was the default ring?
Yeah,
Huh.
just leave the ringtone on.
Remember when like personalizing ringtones was like a thing?
Yeah, yeah. Because back then, like that was the only interesting thing about phones is just a ringtone, finding a
Yeah.
ringtone, finding a music, recording the music, and then cropping a specific couple seconds for that ringtone.
That's right. So did you have a special ringtone then?
Yeah,
What was your ringtone?
it was the Undertaker theme song.
Which one?
The Undertaker theme song.
How's that go?
Here, I'll play it for you. Oh man, that was. I remember it. Give me.
You are on mute, just so you know. I don't know if you know that.
Oh yeah, I do. Sorry,
Oh, okay, no
I was
problem.
looking for this. But yes, give me a second. I'm gonna look for this.
Yeah, that sounds good. Is that
This is a this is my ringtone.
this was the ringtone? There's like train sounds?
Yeah, it was just that. It was just those bells and that. Everyone knew. Like this was like I want to say sixth grade, seventh grade when like we had I had like a small little brick of a phone
Yeah, right.
back then. Yeah, because I didn't even get my first smartphone until like college.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, smartphones were a little bit later, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that, like, I think it was called Chocolate. It slid up a little bit. That's the name of
yeah,
that phone.
yeah. It was like the LG phones, like the LG neon.
Yeah.
I had the neon. It was like it came with a chocolate color and a green one. I had the green color.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's like the 3G era when there was like you still had the internet, but there was no smartphone. So it's like basic Facebook HC, like you could see like a basic Facebook structure and stuff, and it's you could still it was
Um, man.
it was cool.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's about all the time we've got today. But thank you so much for agreeing to be interviewed. Anything
Yeah.
that you want to say, or any shout outs you got, or anything?
Um. Yeah. I mean, listen. For whoever's watching this podcast, I definitely want to say, if you're in pursuit, I hope you guys are continuously working hard on your projects, hard on your assignments. For I know the previous cohort just had their what was it?
Technical showcase.
Yes, they had the technical showcase. So I'm glad they were able to go through that even through these times. Um, I hope you guys have anyone affected by this. I hope you guys have the best recovery. To your friends and families, I hope you guys are out there. Anyone watching this, if you guys are a frontline worker, an essential worker, I thank you guys for all the hard work you're doing. God bless you guys. And Corey, thank you so much for having me. Thanks
Uh,
again.
it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming out.
You in 30 minutes for Redux. So
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Good night.
take care.